At the tailor hemming my pants, she measured my inseam twice and said, "Your left leg is 3 inches longer than it was last week." I laughed because obviously she was joking. People's legs don't grow 3 inches in 7 days. I'm 32 years old, not going through a growth spurt. "I'm serious," Rosa said, holding up the measuring tape. "Last Tuesday, both of your inseams were 31 inches. Today, your left is 34. I looked down at my legs. They looked exactly the same as always. Both feet touched the ground when I stood. No visible difference whatsoever. Maybe you measured wrong last week?" Rosa has been tailoring for 40 years. "I don't measure wrong," she said flatly. She measured my right leg, 31 inches, then my left again, 34 inches. I stood up and walked around the shop. No limp, no imbalance. Everything felt completely normal. "This doesn't make sense." Rosa crossed her arms. "When's the last time you saw a doctor?" "I don't know. Maybe 2 years ago for a physical." "You need to go today." "For what?" "I feel fine." She pointed at my leg. "That's not fine." I drove straight to urgent care. The doctor looked at me like I was wasting his time when I explained. "Your tailor sent you?" She measured my legs twice. One inseam is 3 inches longer. He sighed and grabbed a tape measure. His face changed immediately after measuring. "Stand up." I stood. He measured again. Then he stared at his notes. "She's right. Your left leg measures about 3 inches longer from hip to ankle than your right." "That's impossible. I would notice that." "When did you last have an x-ray of your legs?" "Never." He ordered a full skeletal scan immediately. The x-rays came back in an hour. The doctor walked in with 3 others. None were smiling. "Mr. Patterson, your left femur has experienced rapid abnormal growth. We found a mass near your hip joint attached to the bone." My stomach dropped. "Is it cancer?" "We need more tests." They admitted me that night. 3 days of tests later, an oncologist walked into my room. Dr. Brown had kind eyes but a serious face. "It's osteosarcoma, bone cancer. Very aggressive." I couldn't speak. "The tumor is growing rapidly, which is why your leg length has changed. It's forcing the bone segments apart as it expands." "How long have I had it?" "Based on the size and growth rate, probably 6 to 8 months." "How did I not notice?" "Osteosarcoma often presents with minimal symptoms in early stages. By the time patients feel pain, it's usually advanced." "Is it treatable?" She paused. "We need to operate immediately. The tumor is large and it's growing fast. If we don't remove it soon, it will spread to your lungs." "Remove it how?" "We'll need to remove a portion of your femur and replace it with a metal rod. You'll need chemotherapy before and after surgery." The surgery was 2 days later. I counted backward from 10 and made it to 7. I woke up 12 hours later with a metal rod where part of my leg used to be. Recovery was brutal. Physical therapy felt like torture. Chemotherapy made me sick for weeks. I lost 40 pounds and all my hair, but the tumor was gone. 6 months later, I walked back into Rosa's tailor shop without crutches. She saw me through the window and came outside before I even made it to the door. "You're alive. Thanks to you." She hugged me, which she'd never done before in 15 years of hemming my pants. "If you hadn't measured my leg that day, I never would have gone to the doctor. They said another month and it would have spread to my lungs. I'd be dead." Rosa pulled back and looked at me with tears in her eyes. I knew something was wrong. I just knew. "How?" 40 years of measuring people. You learn to notice things. Your body tells stories. I pulled out the envelope I'd been carrying. Inside was a check for $50,000. "What's this?" "Half of my life insurance payout. The policy had a clause for cancer caught early enough to treat. You saved my life. This is the least I can do." She tried to push it back. "I can't take this. You already did. It's in your name. It's done." Rosa started crying harder. She told me later that her grandson needed surgery for a heart condition, and her insurance denied the claim. The check covered the entire cost. Now I go back every 3 months for scans. So far, I'm clear. And every time I need pants hemmed, I drive 2 hours to Rosa's shop. Because she's not just the best tailor in the state. She's the woman who noticed what no one else did. She's the reason I'm still here.